That's what I do.
Yeah, the intro, man. Just get to it.
Which one you want to get to first? I meant to do an intro first. The reason why I'm confused is I don't know the name of those first two one-off battles that were. I just put like the dude had dreads. And I was just gonna speak on it real quick, but I don't remember their names. But they're not even on like the website to find their name out. So I was gonna at least mention their name. We do the event recap.
They give them their honorable mention.
I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know why we keep throwing them on these big stages. Think it's gonna reciprocate well or come off well, but
It was to warm it up, you know.
yeah. I thought they could have just warmed it up with the regular card. But I mean, these other leagues gotta put more, put more people on. So I gotta say that. Who was first? I'm trying to think who was first. Yeah. No. What's that first battle was? Because that first battle could have just started it off. I don't remember what the first battle was. Was it Ill Will on it? I think it was, but anyway. I think it was Ill Will. Dang, I got one dude name was Dale and the other dude was something. I forgot the other dude's name. I don't even have his name actually. I can't say I forgot it. I put green hat. Oh, Super Black. I think his name was Super Black. And I don't know the first dude. First dude had some high bars.
You had some bars on them?
I got very, very few. Like just some. Who you want to go to first?
You start off with that A Ward and Ill Will.
A Ward and Ill Will.
Do you believe?
I heard that was the name of the arena. I think that's why. I don't know why he kept saying that, but I think that was the name of the arena, something like that. But
I don't know why he kept saying that.
I don't know why he kept saying that.
He was saying that A battle.
He just kept wanting to he kept wanting Avocado to do that countdown too. That's the number one thing I didn't want. I didn't want to keep hearing that. I was surprised to hear him call it a classic. But, I mean, I guess it is classic to some people. A Ward and Ill Will. Alright, we back. We gotta respect the culture. We just had the Max Out event just go on this past Saturday. And we about to get into the recap for it. I got my great co-host with me.
What's up, y'all? It's crazy. Into that A Ward and Ill Will. We got Town in this bitch versus one of the horsemen.
That's how we doing it.
Right. I like this battle, man. Crowd back. The crowd was crazy. This crowd was crazy, man. They was boo-hooing and everything. Like, it was a lot going on. The crowd, the signs, the fire, the trash, There's a lot of that going on. I miss it. You feel me? It had its cons and its pro, the cons and pros, but nonetheless, it was good.
Yeah, the songs was crazy seeing that.
But the energy for the crowd though, like I do miss that. I ain't even gonna hold. I do miss that 20-second, 30-second quiet down, wait, get it back. I miss that energy, like that extra gas. You need that.
Yeah, I still feel the same about it. It's alright. I mean, it's cool. I just like hearing. I just like hearing the bars, like hearing what's being said. I don't know. I just feel like I can hear it a lot better when it's just in a smaller room. But I mean, it is what it is. We need to get out there. We need to get to one of these events, and maybe I'll feel different. But seeing them all these years, the big events, and then finally switching over to these super small rooms, I don't know. I've been a more fan of the small ones. I'm still feeling like that. But now, some you said though, what you just said? You said the flags, the signs. Maybe you ain't said the flags. You said the signs, the something else. The booing. That's what you said. This battle though, why they was booing? They booed.
They booed whoever the fuck they wanted to boo. Right, you said a whack line. They don't care who you was. You said a whack line. They was booing it.
Like they loved it. Like I ain't gonna say that. Like what battle? What other battle was that? It was like I feel like it was like two battles. I think even the cast battle they booed Hitman or I think they booed Hitman.
But they was booing on both sides.
Later. They was booing on both sides. On both sides. I ain't seen nothing like that.
Whack, they was letting you know.
That was crazy. But it ain't even about it being whack. It's just like if it was dry, that's why I feel like if it wasn't like hitting everything, if everything wasn't hitting, then they would straight result in booing.
I
That's
took
what I
a
feel like.
page out your book. I ain't gonna hold you. Probably be proud of me. I wrote some of the lightest shit, the
They,
lightest. I wrote some lighter
they
fluid
just to
down
buy
because
some
I just
space.
had to like.
Yeah,
It was like why you put that in your round? Like
yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought he was gonna say you're gonna stop cursing. You gotta stop cursing. He's like,
it's a
I
given,
don't.
man.
You ain't cursed yet, but I'm just saying. I thought that's what you was gonna say. But all right, yo, about this battle though. What else? What else? What other notes about this battle? Oh, no, you said something else too. You said you like this battle, or something else you said right after that. Nah, you ain't say battle, nah, you ain't say nothing like that. It wasn't. It was something along like it was just a good battle. Like I forgot. I don't know. I forgot what else you said, but I agree with that too because what I was gonna say was like you could see. I saw this battle being as good as it was, or good period. Regardless, like it was Will and A Wood. Like they couldn't mess that up. Even though I feel like A Wood is on a tear, and then Ill Wood's kind of. I ain't even gonna say nothing bad. I don't want nobody to look thinking not bad, but Ill Wood's coming. You know what I mean? He kind of like on the I can't even say he's on the descent, but to me he is kind of a little bit. Just a very little bit. Like that sounds crazy when you hear it, but just a little bit. You walking around the phone. All right. Yeah. I don't
Plus
want to
we
say
get
no
into
descent.
you.
Just a little bit down. Like you know what I mean though?
Yeah, I'm not feel you.
Like it's just a little bit though.
But
Just a little bit. But it's still worth seeing though. Like that's crazy. And then it was what they were just doing.
like my lightning
They
bag.
cheered them on and stuff like that. That was dope. When they were cheering them on. Um,
Yeah, you
um,
ready to get into these bars though?
yeah, I was just talking about the fact that they gave that RBE. They did that like that RBE shout out for that card for that match. That was dope. Like I feel like now I'm anticipating. I'm waiting for them to. I'm waiting for a good battle for the crowd to go. To get that RBE chant. So that was this battle. They deserved it. I don't know. This was good. This was alright battle. It was a good battle. But I got Ill Will 3-0, so that's why I was stalling out for though. So, and it's crazy though because I
You,
got an edge
you
though.
said you got ill will with the 30?
And it sounds crazy when you say it like that, but yeah, like it's really because I got they first was real close to me. Like every round was real close except for I think the third was nah. I ain't even gonna hold you. Every round was close. I got in my book. Every round was real close. Yeah, every round was super close. And I gave it to Ill for this reason only because Ill had more. He was consistent with it. A Ward had. I don't even want to use the word dry, but he just had some like very very few spots that I just wasn't that I just wasn't feeling.
Yeah, I feel like ill will had more moments, but A Will just
Daniel, you on
had
the camera? We
more
recording.
rebuttals, and Ill
I
Will
can hear you.
surprised
I
me
can hear you.
because Ill Will went first. A Will rebutted something Ill Will said, and then Ill Will came back and rebutted that. Like he rebutted the whole rebuttal. Like that. That was fire.
Yeah, that was. They was. But he was.
So I do kind of feel like he had more moments. Like
But it's crazy though, because
but
like I will say, we knew that though. You can't do nothing about them rebuttals. It's true, but you can't do nothing
yeah,
about
it's
them
like you
rebuttals.
can't prepare
You
for a
can't do that.
rebuttal. Like especially if the coin, like, cause you don't know the coin toss don't go in your favor. Like you feel me? It's chance probability. You feel me? It's 50-50 chance. Feel me? You go first now. You got to worry about a month. Him rebutting everything you saying. Like
I ain't trying to be argumentative, but I do like getting the videos though. But there is a way to you said that months ago on a few videos. Y'all go check them out. That you can't prepare for a rebuttal. I feel like you could. Only way you could. It's like
I
it made
feel
me
like
laugh.
only
It's like,
how you could prepare
oh,
for
hold
a
up.
rebuttal.
Don't say
You
it.
got to
Don't.
be an extreme listener. Like you got to
Oh,
really listen
not even.
and
I wasn't gonna say
And you
that.
got to be smart too, because you got to come up with something on the spot and not forget what you want to say anyway in your rounds.
Both of them reasons are on the line of what I was gonna say. What I would say was that I feel like you gotta you gotta have a rebuttal for every line that you write. That's never gonna happen though. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know, my mind just I'm like it gotta be a way. Like cause the more and more you said that so many times, but this battle, I feel like Ill Will could have rebutted some of the stuff he said, but you don't know what line A Will gonna pick, and the line that he picked it's mostly gonna be about something A Ward said or something about his God. So it's like you could just choose from them lines, which it would had a million of them. So, but nah,
That's what it
I'm
was for me
overthinking.
too. It will had a million like Jesus
But
flips and
but
stuff
why?
like that.
But why A Ward say that though? Like
And I like that when they be
yeah,
going against Christian battlers and stuff, they don't gun bar them to death. They like when you hit them back with the good book, it'd be funny.
with the
Like when you
good
hit them
book.
back with the Bible
Hey
verses,
yo, why
yeah,
A
it'd
Ward
be
say
funny.
that though? A Ward said that though. He said when he had put on that hat with those bucket hats fire, but when he put it on, he was like,
Nah, cause it will had that on in a battle before.
of course he would. No, I know. Yo, I know that. I'm just saying during that time when he said that that was when he said he was like you want to be like I don't even remember where it was at though. He was like you want to be like him. He was like just say something. He said I forgot. I'm looking for it now, but he was like just beat it into a horse. Like just run two words into the ground until it gets old quick. Like he had a bunch more stuff with that. He was just like, this how you be it, man. Well, I'm like, yo, you funny, yo. And then, but no, something else you just said. The guns he did. A1 pulled out guns. He asked him, "Would you want me to pull the strap?" But I forgot how it went. I ain't write it down. I was just laughing so hard. He asked me, "You want me to do this? You want me to do that?" And then he had a whole bunch of lines after that talking about how he was using it on him. And I think he even brought it back. You know what I'm talking about? Did he start in the second? When he asked him, like, you know what I'm talking about? I
No, I
think it was
don't
in the
remember.
second. He asked him. Do you want the gun or something like that? I forgot how exactly how he said it because I ain't write it down, but it was cold. It was alright. And then he had a whole thing leading up to it. I gotta read what I wrote because I know somewhere in here I touched on it. But yeah, though, just to say something what you just said. But I ain't got nothing else about the battle. Yeah, like you said, we get to the bars. I'm trying to think if I got anything else. Nah. Yeah, we get to the bars. Uh, I got a light haymaker, which I feel like I ain't never have a light haymaker. I confess to be a light haymaker before, but Ill said this. Smoke got an award by the grill, best barbecue. I like that line. I like that line.
Who that was by?
He had them all day. By the yak, he had that all
Um,
day. But smoke get award by the grill. I got the
it's
best
like
barbecue.
it will started off for me like this. Like he had a lot going on because he had a little long scheme. I hate long schemes when he's trying to talk to somebody in the crowd. But
You think he had
when
a
he
long
finally
scheme?
got it,
I didn't think he
yeah,
had a
because he
long
was he
scheme.
was trying to he was trying to talk to somebody in the crowd like I don't know you and all this and all that.
I
I don't
that
be
that
I
that
don't
was
be here for the scheme. I don't be here for the schemes anyway. He was like, "Get your God out my face, or the devil won't be the only thing falling out of heaven." That was fire to me. I like that line.
nah. When he was talking to the crowd, the way he transitioned back to A War, I just felt like that ain't connect to me. I didn't write that down, but I know exactly what you're talking about. He started his round off with that. Yeah,
Yeah, because the right, I ain't gonna say the very next round, but that's how Abel started his round off, was trying to rebuttal his same action, like which was
he
corny.
did.
Like I'm
He
like,
did.
yo,
He did.
you
He
gonna try
did.
to rebuttal what
He
he
did.
just did?
With
His jump was dry. You gonna try to do the same draw? I'm like, come on, bro. Some stuff don't be deserving of a rebuttal.
Well, I mean, hey, you think somebody gonna like it, so that's why he do it. Um, and I ain't gonna lie, out of his rebuttals, he was probably like 60 for 40 out of his rebuttals that night. His rebuttals actually was kind of hitting. I like because I could say like he did at least two rebuttals, and sometimes he was doing two in one scheme in one bar or one like you know what I mean, one stanza, one verse, so that was dope. Um, what you say? I like what A War was like. It was an ill scheme. I ain't get all that. I ain't put was before though. 100 spokes, good year, pressure gauge. It was a will scheme, and then he kept going blah 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 blah. Blah. It's an ill will scheme. That was dope. That was dope when he did that. The measles and all that. When he talking about the ill. I'm glad he brought that back because all that before that I didn't catch none of that, and so I'm gonna see that back. I'm not we this is on demand, so we seen this a few times, but it's dope. That was dope.
Um, yeah, Will had he was talking about ARP something. You told ARP you had a CrossFit line. You was gonna show me the ropes. He was like, what you was gonna say? I know these ropes. I bet you do. Like, Will was on point with his
I
racist
like
bars.
that.
Like,
I ain't even keep peep that one. Yeah,
I caught that.
I
He's like,
had a.
"What you was gonna do? Show me
Go
the
ahead, baby.
ropes? I bet you would."
I like that one because he was talking to ARP the whole night too. But I like the A Ward said this in his third. They don't treat you. They don't treat you or pay you like a legend. I'm so convinced. So the reason you joke on me is because honestly you're a joke to them. Like he had a bunch of he was talking about surfing like Hitman. That's why you don't get them. And he was like
Mhm.
he's
He
like
was
what
saying
do I
like,
see
yeah,
in
they
this
don't
geek? His
pay
style
for.
easy to me. Like I like that. He was flexing in that. I like that. You saying what? Yeah. I was trying to get that last bit out.
Yeah, I got an A-Ward one. He said, you think because you carry a couple in your round, our Ferris will. I like that one.
Yo, that's crazy. You ain't people. He bought that when he was like, "Which one you want? What do you want?" Oh no, no, that yeah, yo, that was around the time he was like this. He's like, "This look cool." He's like, "This look cool." You remember that? That was what I
No,
forgot. That was definitely it was either it was definitely the third when he kept it going. But I feel like I don't know if he started in the third or if he started in the second. But he was like, "This look cool." He was like, "This which one you want?" He's like, "I could do this." Some I ain't right, but that's I feel like it was somewhere around that. Maybe it was around that part. Y'all don't comment on because I got that part wrong. Watch the you know what I mean? They be wilding. I get one thing mistaken. They be on it. Talking about spend a
they
whole
be on it.
time
They
battling
be.
God and end up losing to me. What'd you say? They be you talking about them in the comments? Oh, them
No, I
boys.
said they do be on you.
Talking about
Go ahead, spend your whole time battling God.
yeah, spend your whole time battling God and end up losing to me. When the very fact the man you worshiping look like me, looking like me. Yo, chill. That's a haymaker. That was a haymaker when you
Yeah,
said that.
that was fire. Another line from the good book.
That was a
Anyway,
haymaker.
I got an A-Ward line. COVID restrictions. It's 1,000 people in here. Ain't nobody scared of ill. That was fire. I
Ah,
like that line.
I feel like that
You
was
ain't catch that one?
I think I got something that was like around like maybe a few bars later. Yeah, yeah.
That was early. That was first round right there.
Why A Ward though? This is one of A Ward's rebuttal. So I'm gonna mention this one now with that because that's a haymaker with it. I mean, I'm saying. I mean, I'm starting to say, you do look like Jesus. I ain't gonna lie. That was hard in a way. But my guy wouldn't wear that bummy do rag. He had a part in the wave. Yo, that was tough. He caught that. He caught that. I mean,
Another line from
he caught that.
all good book lines. I got
Oh,
ill
good book
will. The
lines.
second. This was a rebuttal of a rebuttal. He said he more Clay because I was Clay more. That's why he ain't he ain't in the game now. That was fire. Because Clay ain't playing with Curry right now. He was saying that he Clay, and then Abel was saying he Clay more because he exposed or whatever. And he was like, he was trying to rebuttal what I was saying. That's why he ain't in the game now. That was fire. Like, his rebuttal, that was crazy.
Cause that was when Abe Ill Wood started with someone he had embodied something, right? Like he was embodied a bomb or something. I wrote that line down, and then Abe Wood about it. Yeah, I think I got that line. So y'all gonna hear whenever I find it. This is a bunch of lumbo. So I can't
Hmm.
find none of that up here. Yeah, and that go back to what we just talking about rebuttal and rebuttal. Like if it's easy like that, so I guess Abe Wood gonna jump on them easy, them ones like that. But them basketball references to me, like they hit different for me because they don't hit at all to me. But it's a lot of time I understand them though. It just I
Nah,
don't
but
know.
Ill Will, he good with them basketball lines. Cause I remember when
College
he had that
basketball
he
lines too.
had that D Rose, line or whatever, and about him hurting his leg and then whatever. He's like, oh y'all like y'all. If somebody said a D Rose line against Ill Will, he's like, oh y'all like that line. And D Rose is in the crowd. He's like, well, I hope you hurt your other leg. Like
Yeah, I
it
remember
hit
that.
like basketball
That's it.
lines be hitting.
That I think that bothered D Wade, not D Wade, D Wade too. Yeah, I remember that. They kept talking about that. Yo, it was like I'm the rapper. I'm the rap. No, no, no. I'm the rapper tech clapper. I'm the rapper tech clapper. Kill N words and get a check after. I just wanted to pull a card. I just wanted to pull a card on A Ward. Like nominee for the best actor.
I had that.
Why do he even pray for it? You had that one? Yeah. All
I
right.
had that was fire. I
Why do he
like that.
even pray for it? He got a lead today, Lord. I'm gonna win an Oscar for this. Right after I make a body out of A Ward, that whole thing was dope. Haymaker. That whole thing was dope. It had a whole award. Like he was awarding him to death. Yo, but that's so true. Like we like it when we do it. It's clever when he do name flips, a million name flips. They be killing them name flips.
Got another ill will one. Not only are you a guest in hip hop, but you a guest in your religion. I'm your God and your father and your pastor. No weapon formed against you shall prosper.
Right.
This wasn't formed, it was manufactured.
Factual. I had that too. That was the
Fire.
first. No, that was the second. Yeah.
The
That was
whole
a
setup
haymaker.
was crazy because it
That
was
was a
funny. I
haymaker.
started bugging when he was like, I'm your God
Mm-hmm.
and your father
Mm-hmm.
and your pastor.
No,
Like
they were
he
spaced
was
out though. It was we had time to laugh at it too. Yeah.
yeah, like he broke that down like
Cause we didn't know he was gonna say your pastor. I ain't see that one
yeah.
coming. I thought he was probably about to get on some more Loso tip. I didn't know where he was going with that. Cause you know that's just how he was coming
Yo,
to it.
every time he walked over to Loso, I wanted to know what was Loso was saying back. I think Loso was cursing. It was like Loso was cursing at him.
All I know is I
Anyway.
heard everything Ill Will was saying though. I ain't hear nothing Loso was saying. That's crazy. And
Mm.
usually you can hear what they saying. He probably wasn't saying nothing. He probably wasn't saying nothing. Cause the man right in front of you with his mic, you usually can hear the person in front of you talking. I ain't we couldn't he was barking on him over there for that. He was like,
He
"Why
was.
y'all always got mac in your mouth?" Like he said, he was like, "I just did it. You just did." That was crazy. Like he was like, "Y'all always."
Got mad.
Was shot out for even talking about that. How you gonna act like they? Nah, that's dope though. And they was mad. He was like, "You just brought it up first." That was funny. All right, I got another one. Oh no, I don't even have no more necessarily haymakers. I don't even want haymakers.
I got a haymaker.
No, hold on, I
Walk.
do. I ate one and third. Hold on, cause I know with ping pong. Oh, yeah, I'm about to say back and forth like you said. Ooh, oh. It was A or B, Ward or Dot. It was A or B, Ward or Dot. Like playing Nintendo. He told Chef Oz, shut you down like a health inspector. Mm, I ain't basic like him though. I clean up around here. The health inspector gonna lose because all they gonna see is A on the window. That's fire. They caught that. A
Yeah,
will caught that.
that was. Got another line from the good book. I like to label my categorize the lines. Another line from the good book from Ill
Go ahead,
Will.
hold on.
The Lord is your shepherd. God is my witness. That was fire. Like he
That
was
made
just
no
using
sense
the
though.
good book against them. Like
That just made no sense though.
it
Like
was fire though. It don't matter. I felt like when you battle on a horseman, when you battle on one of them Christian battle rappers, I just feel like you could pull any line from the scripture from the book, the good book, and just make it sound fire. Like this is how you say it. Like
because they can't. That's really I think it's because of the fact that they can't. And
it's because they can. They could just do that.
no, I'm saying because the opponent can't do that. I feel like
Oh,
that's what makes it better. That's the one thing I like about it because of the fact that they can't do it. That's what makes A War like so. How about to say dangerous? That's what everybody be saying, but that's what makes them like that is in this field because it just because they have to go a step beyond. Like they got to go a step further because they purposely try not to curse and they what I mean they in their rounds whatever on TV and the props, and then just with that whole they A Ward good for like having a whole scheme and then having to remind
I
us
feel
like
like
power back, running back and all that. Like remember that scheme that he
yeah,
did
I feel like
against
his rebuttal,
against Red where he said something and then he walked up and he literally rewinded the whole
he was
scheme.
fire versus
That was
old Ray.
fire.
He
Right.
was fire versus
But he
old
he
Ray.
do that though. That's what I'm saying. Like he got to go a step up. But go ahead.
Feel
You
like
feel
they were
like what?
rapping in the backyard or something, shooting the fade like that. That was
I like that.
crazy.
I like that. A lot of people. Oh, I don't care what a lot of people like. But I like. Yeah, we like that. Go ahead. What you about to say though? You feel like what? We
I
was talking about A
forgot.
Ward. No, it was about A Ward when I was
Yeah,
talking about how like gotta go a step above.
yeah. I just be feeling like his strong suit is his rebuttal game. You come with something like you leaving room for error and loopholes. He could just all right. I'm gonna use that against you. All right, I'm gonna use that against you. All right. It's like every round he had like three or more rebuttals. Like that's his strong suit.
But think about what you said though, and what we said months ago or last year. The what's the higher what's higher than a rebuttal? What's the highest form of rap or what's the highest ability to
I
have
don't
in
know.
this game than a
I
rebuttal?
don't.
There's nothing
It
higher
ain't
than that.
really. It ain't really too much
It
higher than a rebuttal because you
ain't
can't
nothing higher than
prepare
that.
for a
Exactly.
rebuttal, but
Ain't
it's
nothing higher than
depending
that.
on if your rebuttal fire or not. Because I feel like a rebuttal don't outweigh a haymaker, like a room rocker. Like it
No,
don't,
it
you
don't, and
know.
that's crazy. I agree. That's crazy. You said that I still get Ed Will to win, even with them all of the butters. I still get Ed Will to win, and that goes back
Because
to
I feel like them rebuttals is just on the spot. It ain't like you wrote like I'm not taking that as like going. comparing that to what he wrote. You know what I'm saying? That's just something you came up on the spot. So unless it's stupid fire, I can't count that as ammo. You know what I'm saying? That's just on the spot. Like
I ain't gonna
anybody
lie,
could.
I counted it as ammo, but you right though. I do. I always gotta keep my
It ain't
score
a
system.
haymaker. It don't hit like a haymaker. Like you know what I'm saying?
I don't know it depends. Like you said, like it really depends though. Like that the chiller one, the
Because
chiller
you
one.
do the rebuttals like in the beginning of the fight, so it just start off like a jab. Don't nobody come out like popping off all crazy. Like it's just like
But like the
all
chiller
right.
one though, like the chiller one with the wire though, that's an example of like a crazy rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? But anything else other than that, like you said, it was just like. But even that one, I still ain't really nah. You know what it is? It gotta fit into whatever you saying too. Cause that one what Chiller did, it just fit right into everything that he was going into. And I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man. Like you said, just going back to what you said, that is A Ward's strongest suit. That's most people's strongest suit if they got that rebuttal game. If you playing around with it, like you said, it got to hit though. So, but that's crazy. That was one of my notes I had one of the rounds. Oh yeah, I see my. Okay, you said your line. See your line. I
That's said
just
my do you believe?
yo A Ward. Every
I gotta
single
keep
line.
saying it because he
I,
kept saying
he was
it.
it's like when he was like, all right, y'all hold it down for the rappers, show the respect for the rappers, yo, hold it down, y'all hold it
Hey
down
yo,
for the
I ain't know
rappers.
he was saying that until I seen the mic and him actually saying that because I just kept hearing it and I'm like, yo, who's saying that?
Yeah, probably like the
Is that
first
supposed to
battle.
be
I
the
ain't
new
know who the
Don
fuck was who.
DeMarco or like what's going on?
Nah, please no, please don't. Nah, what it was say though? It
Nah,
was
but I
like
like it though. Keep it going though,
I don't want to hear that. Do you believe? Like at least make
and
it.
I'm gonna keep it going.
I don't know. I feel like he would keep doing. He wanted to hit 1, 2, 3. He wanted to hear that. So I don't know. He might keep going. I don't be want to hear that screaming. And you see how my boy he did that like one time though. But I don't know. Me personally, I don't like that though. Cause we already recorded, so it's like I don't know. That's me personally. It's just we see all the background stuff, but that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's just me personally. A Ward was like every single line, and if you don't know I'm fire, you can read the signs, and then no that was it. Yeah, that was it. I put underneath that he
That was
flipped the
lighter
Claymore
fluid.
line. That was I want them more haymakers, but I like that though. That
I got
I
this
don't know if
wasn't
that
a
was a rebuttal or what, but that was crazy though because like you said, them signs like what ARP out there instigating with them signs. He was
yeah.
trash. I would be mad looking out there and see a bunch of trash signs like.
Mm-hmm. This another A Ward line. It wasn't like a haymaker or punch or nothing, but I liked it. To me, it hit. You got the dirtiest circle in battle rap. I don't know why that it was
I don't
fire to
remember
me.
saying that.
It was
Shit.
he slipped that in there.
Um,
A Ward said that the ill will.
the flip the Claymore. Yeah, he flipped the Claymore. I put the flip the Claymore line. He said that in the first. I just all I put was he flipped the Claymore. That like when you said that that was dope when he actually rebutted the rebuttal. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna pray for the sound man. I like that rebuttal. That was funny. That had me laughing. He's like, I'm gonna pray for the sound man. He's like, you gonna do this? But go ahead, that's two. I would just name it lines that I like. That's little
All
small
right.
ones.
A Ward said, ain't nobody buying Pontiac no more. But y'all let this continue. I like that. That was fire.
Yeah, I like that one too. I ain't had that one. I like that one. I think it was like Second Corinthians once said, "Our bodies are made of clay." Oh yeah, that was the line. That's the line. Oh,
Another
see.
good book line.
Wait, but this the line though. Okay, this the line though. This the line that started it. It was like Second Corinthians once said, "Our bodies are made of clay." So
Then
am of clay we shall
return.
return. Right.
Return.
I guess that's what we pray for. But I blew up in my vessel. I guess my body was made of clay more. That was fire when he said it. So
Yeah,
but
that was fire.
that should be a line that you could just it wasn't his head like, oh, I got him above that. That just seemed like I ain't think about it till he did it, but that does seem like a line. But he was on them. He was on his Jesus lines or the religious lines, Christian lines. I don't want to say Jesus lines,
Yeah,
but
he's on his Jesus walk lines.
he was.
All right. A Ward was like, I said A Ward. A Ward said, A Ward, you a piece of ish, Jesus ish. I don't know. That was just funny. Like,
Yo, shit. He gonna call him Jesus ish. Wow, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like the smaller one that'll beat you. That will beat you. And like I said in the
it's
beginning,
the simple stuff.
the simple stuff. But he was more. It was more like it was just more consistent. A Wood had a few little spots in there that just was like, all right. And then the next, and then another line. If you for real, I
I
feel like if
take stuff
anything,
like
A
that.
Wood
I
has
take
schemes
that.
longer.
I'll take small setups
That
like that
beginning
over
shit wasn't that
long ass
long.
schemes any day.
But that's why I just said that long scheme that you think was long by Ill Will wasn't that long to me. Like he was talking to the crowd, I don't know you, right? I don't know you, and then that wasn't that long to me. I just feel like it didn't really hit that well to me, but that wasn't that long to me. To me personally, I feel like A Ward might have had, if you want to say longer, I feel like he had longer schemes. But uh, just to compare what you said though, you shouldn't even fathom thinking about votes with me. I like that. What do you say? I wouldn't expect you to. Yeah, you shouldn't even fathom thinking about votes with me. I wouldn't even expect you to. It will say that in the first. But apparently they were talking
I got
about like
another
some
ill
the new
will,
shit, the new slime and all that. That was dope.
another ill will. Feel
Real
me?
ill.
If you seen what I saw, your heart'll go dark. I just want to spin the block with a shell like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I like that one.
You and your crew shout out the Gates Fast. Ain't never take you as a horse, as a racehorse. I like that. It'll say that early on.
Mm.
That's true.
Coming up
That's
like
a
that.
homage bar right there. That's a homage bar. Cause
Mm.
we felt like that when we first heard Ill was part of the Horsemen. We was like, what? He part of the Horsemen? Like the Horsemen was they was nice. They grouped nice, but Ill Will was just like on a. I
This
mean, they were on a different level though.
this when A Ward
Also
had
true. Saga once was too.
that bucket hat
Yeah.
on. He was
Huh?
when he was trying to rap like Ill Will. And he was like, my coke so white it'll storm the Capitol building. I just thought that line was crazy. That was fire.
Yeah, I ain't like that a lot too much. That ain't
I
make
like
sense to
that.
me.
I
That ain't make
liked
sense
it.
to me. Like he's saying that he's saying that all them the white boys was high when they did
No,
it or something.
that was like let me explain it a little bit more. Cause he put the bucket hat on. He was just saying how what
He
you
was
were
saying
saying.
how Ill was talk, right? Yeah.
It will rap. He'll rap something. He'll say the same thing 2 times and then tell you about how white his coke is,
Oh, so
even if it
it's
don't
so
hit.
white as people as white men storming the Capitol building.
Yeah, he was saying he said something. He said something 2 times over, which ain't hit. And then he was like, he'll clean. He'll clean. That's why he had the bucket hat on. He's like, this is what it will do. He'll rap the same line 2 times, and then it don't gotta hit. And then he's like, he'll clean it up by telling you how white his coke is. and
Yeah,
then and that's
right.
fire though. Hey, if
I
it
get
don't
that.
work,
That
if it
makes
work,
sense to
don't
me
fix
now.
it.
It makes sense to me now. Yeah, I do like that. But nah, that was like yeah. Like he said like you said it was he said a line that didn't hit. That was one of the lines I had said where he was like, just go ahead and just do something where run 2 words into the ground, name flips until you get old, something like that. That was
Yeah,
one of
till
them
they get
lines.
old and then come back and say how white your coke is. It's gonna
Right.
hit people.
Sure.
Drug dealers in the building gonna go crazy.
Yo, I like when Ill had brought up the Danny, what Danny said, like that whole, cause I thought that I was like, yo, really, like he gonna it wasn't really not the fact that he was talking about like you know what I mean how black people in the hood and all that stuff. Not that part. I'm talking about the beginning what Danny was saying. I was like, yo, that was crazy what Danny had said to A Ward,
Mhm.
and A Ward was trying to play it down. And I guess I probably had other people feel like that he played that down. But I like how he brought that up. Like that was crazy. Like nah, that was not you can't play that down. A Ward that was crazy. But
Do you
that's all I
believe?
was. Little shit. Sound man rebuttal. Good.
Um, I don't give a F if you was in London or something. Hold on, damn, I'm messing it up. I don't give a F if I was in London or something. Something ain't right with Will.
Right. Yeah, I like that
I
one. I
like
ain't
that
put that, but
line.
I like that line too. Nah, the what's it's crazy because the sound man rebuttal, like you could see that coming too because you could
That was
hear them.
corny.
No. I'm talking about what Ill Will said, when he said it, when he started it. Talking about like how he was gonna pop on the sound man because if people or whatever
Ah,
he said.
yeah, it wasn't fire, but it was like, all right.
But no, my point is saying that not even just that. My point is saying that was because of the fact that you could tell he was about to say something about the sound
Mm-hmm.
because ARP was telling him to rap, like to go. But you could hear like on the camera that the camera, the main camera in the back was mad far. His voice was way lower in
Yo,
the beginning. His voice
yo,
was way lower, and we knew that.
yo,
I'm like, yo,
random.
he come on now. The crowd gonna tell him stop.
Random. This ain't got nothing to do with this battle, but it got something to do with this event. It got something to do with the sound issues. When Hitman Holler was rapping,
Bring
ARP
that up
had
in
me
later too.
bugging because he said it like 30,000 times. Yo, fix Holler Mike. Fix Holler Mike.
Who said
Fix
that?
Holler Mike.
Who said that?
ARP, he just kept saying that. Fix Holler Mike. Fix Holler Mike.
I
Because he was
missed that.
having mic issues. He just kept saying it like that. Like, fix Holler Mike.
I don't remember him having that many mic issues. Oh, that was in the very beginning. There, I guess maybe I don't remember that too much. Why? I heard him saying fix the mic so many times. I mean, for everybody, it's like that. It's like I don't understand how that's still an issue right now. That as soon as you the people they need to get the cameraman and the audio man a part of the culture because ARP should have to say stuff like Fix Rosenberg wore hat. I mean his mic, the one with the red hat. He should have to say that. Like the people back there should know who's up there. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, but they know who Hitman Holler is, but they must not know who he is. If they still not getting it right. Like I don't know. Like it just they gotta be more a part of it if they gonna be sitting there and trying to respond back and forth with that. But then again, like you said, a lot of rappers just gotta start going. I don't know why they even expect anybody to be fully quiet. But that's that ain't really happened too much this event. The only time that happened, whenever somebody was expecting somebody to be quiet, was like whenever Show Off was getting a little hot. Show Off got hot toward the end of his, and when A Ward did it too. A-Ward, I know it's something about A-Ward in his third. A-Ward when he realized because A-Ward feed off energy too, but at the same time though he know what he wanted. He wanted to get his material out. So in the third round, I guess he was waiting for a reaction for something he said, and I guess he didn't. And then he just
He
sped through
started
what he
wigging.
said.
Whenever you see A-Ward clap his hands together and leave him like this and start bouncing, this,
Getting low.
you know he about to cut up. He started.
But that's the thing, though. What if he don't?
I didn't write this down because my brain different. I just want to remember this. I got to get this out. This one, Will was rapping like A-Ward. He's like, he did it. This how he be rapping. He's like, you told me that you was something inspired by you was captivated by hip hop at an early age, something since you was over the age of over 8.
Right.
Oh my God, they will really do be rapping like this now that I noticed that, like he really be rapping like that. I don't know why he be rapping like that.
But in the third though, he just started speeding through his stuff. Hey, well, I peeped that. You started speeding through it because you ain't get a reaction that you wanted, and you just started speeding through it and you just finished your third. But that made me see something about you because I'm like, dang, the smaller ones you don't do that, or the smaller settings. But I guess whatever this particular time, the battle was great and you did great. But I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That pressure up there be different watching them up there because they be having so much. Not A-Ward is one. They be having so
another
much
thing
confidence.
that was bad. I feel like Loso shouldn't have been up there. That kind of hurt him a little bit. Loso being up there because the energy every time Ill Will walked over to Loso, that energy was just crazy. Like,
but that's the thing though. Like, not just because that's not fair though. That's not that ain't cool. Loso need to be ready for that. Loso just because Loso in denial. Loso's in denial just because they don't like him and Loso keep thinking that they just gonna like. I don't know what Loso thinking. Like they on you, Loso. Like, I don't understand how you think that's like a joke or something. They don't like you. So why would you if you show up, be ready for that. Be ready to talk smack. Like go ahead, go back and forth, whatever you gotta do. I feel like he gonna beat it. That's crazy to say that he shouldn't have been up there. Like, nah, that's their man.
No, because I'm just saying, like,
I get what you're saying, but
it hurt the person that's battling. Like,
it shouldn't though if he was prepared for that, right?
Because that's trending right now. Loso,
it's trending.
Like, it's like a wave, like. It's like a little wave, like I don't know. I'm hearing his name in songs. Loso, you a bitch.
But that's from the person though. That song is from literally that's from Mac, so it ain't like it's from anybody else. But he just need to be ready for that. He need to be prepared for that. Cause you see what Ill Will did. Ill Will walked all the way up on him. He started testing the waters by talking about him in the first round. Then he actually walked up in his face. Like just that's crazy. I don't know why they talked to him.
He walked up to him. He's like, "What you say?" Then I heard somebody scream, "Facts!" Something. A lot of commotion going on.
I want to know, man. Outside looking at it, looked obvious. It looked like he ducked something. You know what I mean? Loso ducked something. I feel like I'm gonna just speak candidly.
It don't matter what he ducked, man. The Christian in him ain't allowing him to move like a street N-word. So hey,
that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Y'all can think whatever y'all want to think of that man.
That's a very good point. But when it come off though, I guess you know what I mean. People just I don't know. People more rocking with the other side though.
I still think Loso being up there hurt A-Ward.
Now I do.
It messed the energy up on A-Ward's side, like kind of,
Not for me though. I see what you mean, but me personally, it didn't mess it up for me. But I do see what you talking about though.
Yeah,
I do see that 100%. Ill Will said it's still dangerous.
It was like ammunition. Him being up there, if he was never up there, he would have never been like constantly going back over there. He like throwing Loso in his his rounds.
He still would have been throwing him in the rounds.
But it hit more because Loso's there. That's
hit
why
more because Loso was there.
It hit more, and then you just see the look on Loso's face. You can't hear him talk, but You see him barking back, but it don't matter because we don't hear you. Like it don't, we don't hear what you saying. We only hear what he's saying. Like you don't have a round. He's talking about you every round. Like, now rebuttal
I ain't
that.
want to laugh, man. Not rebuttal that. A-Boy, I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad that would have gotten away. If A-Boy had a Loso rebuttal for him, that would have gotten away because that wouldn't have hit fire. It's still dangerous in the field. You can't pray to get a kill. This a hellfire. Bail tire. You gonna pay for getting will? That was fire. That was fire when it was said that at first. I like that.
Do you believe? I felt like "Do you believe" was said more a lot in this battle too.
Yeah, because it was deserving. Like that was like you said, it was like a Don DeMarco. It was like he was only saying it for high points. Go ahead, you'll go.
I don't got no more. I don't think.
No, let me
Nah,
speed through. I got a bunch of light. I got baby lighter fluid bottles. You probably gonna get the
baby.
best
Like,
award for no money. TLC. I like that line. That was cool when that's because that's messed up. Like TLC, we all know we don't be coming up and explain the bars too much unless I personally don't understand something he explained to me. But it will or I explain it to him, vice versa, whatever. Uh, F&A award up. Taylor Swift, Beyonce had the best album of the year. That was fire. I like that. It will.
all time
Yeah, all time. Okay, it will when his like
Kanye
when he
bars,
transitioned. Not even that, just transitioned to
Yeezy
them
bars,
stage bars, like more like the stage bars, like them nominee. I don't even know, like them type of
nominee
bars.
award. He had
He
mad
gonna
nominee award flip bars. Like the
well
name just
deserved.
I don't know.
And A Ward had a bunch of ill will flips that I feel like I ain't never heard before. It's crazy, like it's crazy because you would think A Ward would be something easy to flip.
Yeah, A had me bugging. He's like, you had a. He said you have a bunch of. He said you had a bunch of name flips, something. Like he did. He had a lot of ill flips
The
on
only thing I
himself.
the only thing I can say I didn't like, which I to kind of go back into kind of like what it was kind of pointing to. At some point I forgot. I get to it, I got a bunch of stuff to read. Um, I noticed that he had a tennis scheme that was dope. I ain't write it down though. He had a tennis scheme that was dope, and then all of a sudden he just automatically knew in his rhyme that nobody would have got that, and he went to basketball comparing it. You shout out for that, A-Boy. You shout out for that. You knew everybody was gonna get the basketball. But I'm like, dang, you didn't have to do that. Like people don't get it there, but I get it though. He want people to get it. So and it's sure enough he got a reaction for the basketball side. But that's something I wrote down for that.
It was a
You
reach.
but that's the thing. Is it a reach though? Just because one person don't get it, just because how that I don't that shouldn't be a reach though. That ain't fair because one person don't just because or a group of people. That's what I'm saying.
See,
But
you
then
saying one person? It wasn't one
it
person that
wasn't a
got
group
the
of people. That's
masses
why I said a
didn't
group of
get
people.
that. When
A
he
group of
said
people.
that tennis line, the masses didn't catch that.
But that's why he had in his lines a whole flip for to compare to basketball. And I'm like, all right, you gonna do that in front of all us like
Yeah,
basketball.
that's how you put. That's how you pull us back in. Like
But that's sad though.
you know, the only thing we know about tennis is
So that's how you
the
pull us
thing
back
they
in.
swing with is called a rack, and we know Venus and Serena. We don't know nothing else about tennis. So,
I know
and
about
maybe
tennis.
love,
I
and
know
that's
about
it.
tennis. My
And that's it.
Vel played tennis when she was working out earlier. I personally know about tennis. And the kids we go play tennis, I know about tennis. I was like, dang, I be playing
And
tennis
that's
games
all I
too.
know
Like,
about tennis, and I don't even know what love means. I think that's game point or something. I
right.
don't know. That is
So, yeah.
maybe it is. I don't know.
All right. You Issa. Y'all weigh your options too before y'all watch them. I like that line because I'm like, that's true. Like, I guess I do weigh my options before I was watching Insecure. I guess I don't know if he meant like that. I don't know if he talking about Issa personally, but yeah, but I felt like that. Ill had another line we were talking about. He wouldn't have a Korea. Like that was funny. I just put that part. That had me laughing. So the Korea, like something, it was dope. It was funny more so. Um, A-Ward was like, you play Satan, you'll see the shoes Lil Nas X came out with and tried to offer up. Bet. Well, they even decided. Well, no. Well, before they even decided to Air Max out, I been had the devil on my heels and my soul. I ain't losing a drip of blood. I feel like I
Oh, I
just,
got
huh?
that whole thing was fire. But
That was fine.
now you said that because he had another line. I ain't write it down, but when you said max out, it just popped in my head. He said, A boy. He said, before this max out event, I've been blacking out. That was fire. I like when he said that, but I ain't write it down.
I ain't like that though. I ain't get that. I
I
ain't
didn't
like.
like it because he ain't black. That's why. So
I ain't
them,
get that though. Yeah, so okay, that's what you meant. I ain't like that. I wasn't gonna touch it, but that's true though.
I
I'm
guess
glad
if
you
he was
said it.
black, I'd have liked it a little bit more.
But then what just because what that got maxing out, like because he compared it to blacking out, maxing out.
I,
I compared maxing
yeah,
out,
I
but that
guess,
ain't a color
that's,
thing. You
but
maxed out. So
I guess that's what he thought it was, cause that's he said it like that. He was like,
man, like
before
that.
max out, I've been blacking out. Like, I guess he, that's what I'm
Man,
saying. They
like
ain't
that
really
too.
hit, so I ain't write it down. But
I brought up
I
the
do remember the lighter fluid though.
I brought up the A wall the Lil Nas X line because I just wanted to talk on it real quick, only because somebody in the game chat where we was on our friends list had asked if we heard it, and I went and listened to it when he said it because I'm like, oh, Lil Nas X came out with something that y'all feel like it's controversial or something like that, and they're a little bit younger than us. We ain't that old, but they're a little bit younger than us. And I'm like, oh, I gotta go see that now because I know the kids and my wife put me on Lil Nas X with that one song he made, so I wanted to go see what it was. I couldn't even finish the video. I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't even finish the video, so I sat and watched when he played the game. Like she said, she right now, I guess she finished it. He got to by the time he got to the part where he was descending to hell, and I was like, that's when I was like, because they was like, all right,
When
keep
they was having
watching.
this conversation, I had this all muted. When they was playing the game, I muted them. I
Oh,
just
I
wanted to
ain't
clip.
know. I thought you were just quiet. I remember he was there. He was there when we were talking about it. But
I was there, but I
so
muted
you saw
them.
it then. You must have seen it if you muted it. You ain't want to
No,
hear it
I
then.
ain't see that. I ain't see that. I just don't indulge in that. I ain't a
But
Lil Nas X
it
fan.
ain't about indulging in it. We don't know what he said. I don't know what I'm not about to listen to some younger kids because you heard what Bender was saying. Like he kept saying over and over the cult stuff. Like the younger guys is really believing in this cult stuff. Like they getting confused. But that's the thing though. I understand why he said that, but they not everything is a cult. Just because you have a strong following and people like worship people, that's when it becomes a cult. But I'm like, I had to go see what he was saying because I'm like, I don't want Bender to just think I'm just gonna take everything he's saying and just for face value. I need to understand what he's saying and give him how I feel about it. So when he said that, I'm like, all right, let's go. Cause he was like, nah, he was up there doing real Satanist and demonic stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. In my head, I'm thinking like he ain't doing nothing new that nobody else did before. You know what I'm saying? But he probably young and he's thinking of it as being too much. So I'm like, I need to go see it because I know the kids gonna probably see it eventually, and I don't want them to think that that's like the way to do it. So I'm glad I went to go see it though. I'm glad I got to see what I saw. Because at the beginning I was like, oh, this dope. The CGI. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like the video itself is dope. I mean, like the beginning, like the way it was setting up. I mean, you could tell it had some biblical stuff to it because of the serpent eating them and all. I'm like, okay, this getting crazy. Like, mind you, when all this is going on, I don't know what he's saying in the song. I can't repeat like a line or nothing because I listened to it one time. But when you look back at it and you looking at him and the serpent attack him and then he go down there with the chains or whatever, I'm like, yo, this the way it look is dope. I'm like, look like an Avatar movie. I like that's a lot of money in it. That's why my head is thinking that. But I'm like, I see where it's I didn't see it heading to hell, but I see where, you know what I mean, a religious symbolism is at. But as soon as he got into that pole and then he was wailing on that pole, I stood up, I backed up from the computer. I'm like, yo, what is this? I didn't know what was going on. And then what did he do after that? And then he landed. When he landed, I turned it off. Because I was like, that's no. Because first of all, he was in hell when he landed. So he started out in like, earth, whatever. But when he landed, and then way he landed with the hills and stuff, and then Airbender, he told me that he was homosexual, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, but that don't matter. But I guess him being that makes him feel comfortable with doing what he was doing in the pole, and and then now I got some Satan sneakers. Like he just clout. I feel like he just. I don't like. I never probably used the word clout in my life, but he clout chasing. That's all that is. That man, he don't believe. I'm not gonna say he don't believe in the devil. I don't know, but that's all stuff that he know people gonna click on and look at and depict and start a conversation. That's all that is, and that's not good. So y'all need to make sure y'all understand what it is for. You know what I mean, for what you see, and not like go start believing into it. But I don't know what he was saying though. That's the crazy part of me
That's an
saying
E
this.
Heart shirt.
Yeah, it came in the middle of the day, so I was kind of glad that wound up having the time to do it.
That's fire.
That's one of them. One of my stuff came in. But word, she got some more stuff though.
Yo,
She gave
I
me a
ain't got
mask
no
too.
I ain't got no battle rap merch, but if one of you battle rappers, y'all want me to feel me, send me some merch, you feel me?
Man, I can send it, but we gotta cough it up. I like it, so I like the material. I feel that too though. But nah, though that I mentioned that because I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna put that in the headline too. Like we talked about Lil Nas X for a little bit. But nah, that's
You talked about it.
you just mentioned it. You said you muted it, so you ain't
I
want to
did
go into
not
that.
talk about it. When did I talk about it?
This is for the people the little kids out there that click on Lil Nas X, they want to see what other people think about it.
He said, "For this is for." I ain't talked about it. You talked about it. I ain't say nothing in that little 15-minute, little 5-minute, little.
I hope it wasn't 15 minutes. Let's keep going though. But now that the whole sneaker, and it's crazy. All he did was make some black and red 95s. I had them 2 times. I had my last pair was back in 2011, 2012. So it's like, so all he did was make some black and red 95s. He didn't do nothing too crazy.
And I thought anything black and red was like considered like bread. Now they just call Lil Nas X now.
See,
I don't know.
Yeah, see, now you said something. I didn't know that. I didn't know they was
calling. I don't want to just be sitting in the video looking like somebody man. You
but
feel me?
breads, they stopped calling them breads and they call them Lil Nas X's. Are you serious? That way, what they doing? That's ridiculous. If that's the case, I didn't know that. That's ridiculous. I'm not calling them Lil Nas X, nothing red and black.
You about to cop Lil Nas X's? You about to cop them Lil Nas X's?
They look. I only seen them one time, but when I saw the name and all that, I ain't click on them to get more angles. But they black and red 95s. They nothing. You can't miss with that. But whatever. That's just crazy though. So we gonna get
retail price on them shits probably. Retail price on them probably be crazy. Anyway,
that's a good point. Like, you really think they're gonna be a lot? They should.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't even. Nike came out and said they ain't had nothing with nothing. Like they ain't had no dealings with that.
Oh, see, come on. I ain't know that. How they not had no dealings with that? That article, I think I saw about a Complex article, and they look like it's an official rollout.
Yeah, it looked like some Nike spokesperson dude like just came out and like spoke on it like, yeah, we ain't had nothing to do with that.
Yo, man, y'all kids.
They might even be suing them. That's neither here nor there, but
no, that's here. That's here because that's for the
he said that's here.
The Lil Nas X talk for y'all kids that y'all happen to click on this whenever in the future. This Lil Nas X, I don't know. Lil Nas X probably, I don't know, Satan Sneaker, or maybe I gotta go find the name of that video. Probably talk about that for a second. But that was exactly how it was. I was playing the game. I didn't expect none of that. All right, yeah, we done. Good clap. Yo, every line mean I'm up next in the line. Every line mean I'm up next in the line, like an open gym. Easy, light. But I like it though. That not even lighted fluid. That was premium lighted fluid. I like that line. When A-Boy said that. That was a good line. The thing about the thing about him with the prompts and all that. I beat COVID, no running, and you're next. I like that because he said he quit COVID in November. He was like, now I got ill in April. That was fire. That's why I thought it was around that line you had mentioned. I'm 10 toes and I'm in this. I'm 10 toes in, and in this day, I'm feeling defeated. What you say? I've been this. No. It was that's the last line. It was said, I've been dope since. In this stage, it's still an achievement. I like that. And he said, I'm 10 toes in, and in this day, I'm feeling defeated or defeated. I don't know, one of them, but I like that. I've been dope since. In this stage, it's still an achievement. I like that because that's true. Like usually when people start realizing that you dope, that is like an achievement right there in itself. But now you gotta stay there and all that. You know what I mean? That type of thing. I like that. Ill Will said, no trace. They won't find a witness. The 9 is kicking. Some, and then they had that mind your business line that you mentioned. I decimate, I desecrate. Set the date. 40 eating chest and face. When you need money, you take offering. When I see money, I take offering them. And we'll get a different type of collection plate. That was dope when Ill Will said that.
Yeah, that was fire. No, I don't mess up the biblical Jesus walk line. I got you. He was like, what would Jesus do? I don't know. But that N-word, but a mind's business.
I desecrate. Yeah, all that was dope. All that.
You gotta act it out, man. It when you act it out. You gotta act it out.
I don't remember him turning around and doing all that though.
He turned around and did all of that. he said, because he was like, it was like a question, like, yo, what would Jesus do? He's like, man, I don't know. But that N-word with a mind's business.
Shit. Yo, it was said that the Galactica, Sciatica sound like some. All that was dope to me, and I every time I hear Galactica and I don't know what show it is, but I think that was a show I remember seeing my father.
He was just rhyming. He was just rhyming mad words that rhyme with Galactica, and I ain't know what they meant.
I can't say that though.
You already know Holmesy slogan. I don't even know what none of that meant. So I'm gonna just take all that as disrespect.
Yo,
Fire. I ain't none of after he rhymed like 3 words with Galactica. After he said
right.
Galactica, I don't know what it meant. It was disrespectful. It was fire.
But as soon as you say Galactica, I feel like that automatically would have like one of them shows like on the lines of Star Trek back then. Like I forgot what Star is Galactic, the one with the big portal. My dad used to
No,
watch it.
I
When
thought
last time
like
I seen it.
Galactica was like one of them arcade games, like one of them old arcade games. That's what I thought was
That too, that
Galactica.
could be that too. But I automatically thought about an old TV show that was like around the time when Star Trek first came out. Because I never seen that show, but I remember hearing that name. Like, but I like the way he said it was dope. That's all I put down. I don't even know what it meant. None of it because I never watched the show. No matter what you wear, you always look like an undercover cop. That's crazy because that Puma suit was fire, and you did look like a cop in that. You did. That's ridiculous. What you say? Uh, Yo, but nah, that the whole little setup was dope with that. What he said after that, he was like, come on, man, I'm just trying to score some rock. That was like that whole thing was you had to see that
Yo, he
coming
hit
from
that
ill
right
will
on the button, bro.
on the button, the whole thing, every line after that. Not even just the one little thing I
Hold on, let
said,
me piggyback on
not
that,
verbatim.
yo. Let me piggyback on that, and then
Wait,
I don't be writing this down. Just come to me. Your man A Ward set himself up. Why you wear black and white? It's like it go with everything. When they be like, I'm killing you, and he came dressed for it. Like he got on black and white. He's like he already suited for the for it. Like he already got on black and white. It's like that hits so much stronger. Like don't wear black and white.
it don't matter what he could have had on. He could have had blue jeans on and a white T-shirt.
But you wouldn't have been suited for the. You wouldn't have been suited for it. Like you get what I'm saying?
For what? To look like an undercover cop? He would look like an undercover
No,
cop
for the
still.
burial, he was basically saying like, when you shoot in your casket, you basically got on black and white, like you suited for a casket, like you know
Oh
what I'm saying.
yeah, see, you
And he
took
was
that
like,
further.
basically, yeah, he was going deeper what he had on. He was like, look, you already came suited for it,
Yeah, that's
like
true. That's
got
true.
on black and white. And I'm
That's
like,
true.
dang, like
And
it's
that
like,
that
dang,
Puma
sometimes
suit
what
was hard
you
though.
got on can be used against you too.
No, that's how it should have been.
Like
We
Ryder
always felt like
shirt,
that. What
like
you got
Ryder
on should
shirt,
be in there.
like Ryder, you can't never order a shirt off Amazon. Like you can't, like
That's an
it's
angle. I
like
don't even know
certain
if he
stuff you
did.
wear, you just can't.
Yo, chill.
He did because remember they pulled out the same shirt in the battle.
Oh yeah, so he probably had to, right?
You got to be
Yo,
careful what you wear.
come on, look. But these inners get in a face. No. But these inners get in the game and tell us what we doing, what we shooting. And that ain't what we seen into it. That's what we seen into it. It's like we walk in the. It ain't like we walk in the church and be like, all right, enough of this Jesus talk. Like that was funny to me. That was cold. That was funny because it's crazy though. Because growing up, like if we was in the church, you at a point in time you did be like, all right, man, I'm tired of hearing this. So that's not true. Like there was times when people did say that, but it was funny when you said it. So I ain't even gonna hold you. Where you say, let me go, let me go on, let me keep going, let me keep going. You got us putting on gloves on. This was I to me towards the end, but it was good though. The whole thing more like was good together, but it had. I didn't understand the touch, the elbow, the double. He said touch the elbows twice. But anyway, let me put the part I like. You got us putting gloves on, touching elbows, hoping our white blood cells might increase. And you talking to the mask, and he pointed the elbow now. You out here putting a glove on, touching elbows, hoping your white cells might increase. I get the last part because some of the white people say he's hoping that your white cells would, your cells of white people would increase. But I understand why he said that. Oh, because maybe he not actually really connecting with people, I guess. But he's still hoping that he's still. I guess that might be it. He's still not touching people or really like connecting with the white people. But he's still hoping that white cells. I like that we said that.
I got another A War line.
Yeah.
I ain't write it down, but I just remembered it.
Yo, shit.
I am Christian, not soft. I just like when he said that because it hit. Like,
He
because
did. He did say that. He did say that. Yeah, I remember
I
that.
am Christian, not soft.
Yeah, he did say that. He meant that too.
I felt that line
I felt
because
that
people
line too. That was a
be
good one.
thinking just because you like
That's a good one. That was a good line.
you go to church and stuff like that, you soft or whatever, you a pushover. And that's not the case. Like you just real religious, like
But
real
why
religious.
we never hear that before? I'm mad. I feel like I ain't never heard that.
I
Like
don't
that's
know, and I just feel
crazy.
like that right there, that is
Mm-hmm.
like a God level church bar. Not to be, I'm not even saying it to be funny, but that
God,
that is upstairs. That is upstairs, Lord.
yo, he got his good book bars and the God level church bars. I'm never forgetting that. Y'all don't forget that. Yo, that was fire. Yo, A1 said, yo, what up? Yo, that's how
I
A1
am
getting rattled.
Christian, not soft. and did this like 5 times in between it to make it,
Oh, that's a note I had put in his second round. I said third.
You know
This
what
is
it
the
would have
second
been a
round.
fire Rebuttal for Ill Will, and this would have
What?
like 30 ballparked A Ward out the water. He should have took them the fire and trash thing, and he was like, yeah, and get all them people waving them church fans out of here. That would have hit to me some kind of
Ooh,
way. If he would have
yeah.
just used that church fans wave something, it would have hit. The reaction would have been crazy. I should be a battle rapper.
But you know what? That's a fact. You know what? I feel like
To keep this going.
his energy up there was a little different from A
Tay
Ward.
Rock made that famous, yo. And I'm gonna keep this going. I like
I'm never
that.
gonna say that myself. But I feel like Elwood just did. He just his energy was different up there because he came in. They both came in thinking feeling like they was gonna win respectively, and then Elwood more so. Yo, Elwood more so. Dang, what he do? He was just sitting up there. He had he was up there like he was more relaxed. Like yeah, of course he had like some lines where he felt like he'll say like what like them type of line. I
Hey
guess
yo, somebody need to tell Ill Will how to tie his wave cap, get his lines right too, cause this shit is all I don't know.
I
Feel
just
me?
feel like they just
The
had
wave, right.
he. Ah man, what you had said? You said something that made me feel like they. All right, that's what I'm saying. Because they go back into like whenever they get a dry spot, yeah, it will get a little bit upset if somebody don't catch if the crowd ain't feeling the line. But it don't show. It shows where he like what like something like that, but it don't show as much as it kind of did with A Wood. And it did A Wood ain't show that much either. It was just some IP because, like I said, his second he got a little rattled because some ain't hit toward the end of his second. And then he started doing it. He started doing it like I'm gonna wait. You don't hear certain rappers say, "All right, I'm gonna wait for y'all to kind of," you know what I'm saying? You only hear other type of rappers say, "All right, I'm gonna wait the bottom time and like really try to get the crowd to be quiet." Like no, the one that's actually nice, you don't hear them saying that. So when he said it and they didn't really quiet down as much, that's when at that time I tell you, but he just went ahead and he just went started speeding through. He just sped through in the last bit of his bars, and he had a line there that I thought was dope. He said, you know that and that whole time when he's speeding through, he had a line there that I thought was dope. That was okay. It was cool though. It was cool. I liked it though. You know, you know that connect he always talking about. I peep the discreet behavior. It's always a phone call. It's always a phone calling. Well, now you get to meet your maker. That go into the because it was the second. I'm glad I read that. It was the second where he was talking about this look dope. I like this. This how you use it. This how you use it. Cause that see he had a gun. That's a gun line. That was a gun line I just read. He had a whole bunch of gun lines after that. He was hitting them with them gun lines, and then he did it. He started a little bit, I guess, in the third too. So that was crazy. He asked him, "Do you like do?" And then he still went on these gun lines. Let me
Hold
really
on, my bad. I
yeah.
know I ain't saying he had no more. I just found one. I got another A Ward one. It's like basketball. I expect Wilt to keep it 100 in the game. I like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I like that one too. But he told you. You said this
It
one, but he
wasn't
told
fire, but it was.
yeah.
I liked it. I wrote it down.
Oh, I ain't write
Fuck
it
it.
down. But he
Fuck it.
told Vita, I know my place, like the cap. I like that line, like what he was about the early. And but then what he said after that, He said I could give an F about you knowing regulator. Memorize a Dr. King speech. That was fire to me. That was fire to me because
Look at him rolling his eyes.
look, yeah, because when we was younger, they were trying to get us to memorize those, like just those different type of speeches, Marcus Garvey speeches and all that. They were trying to get us. So it's like when you hear him talking to a white man about it, it's like that's a good point, man. I'm tired of hearing. But me personally, I always do with that. I never use that. No, I'm gonna use that though. I never actually use that person. But I be tired of seeing before, like just in life, somebody, a white boy saying how they know a song, or you just see them saying a song, and they want you to rock out with them because they know it word for word. But you don't know no Dr. King speech. You just know what it meant. And that was so fire to me. I like that one. 'Cause that's true. Like come up there and recite what King said or something like that. And A-Will, you capable of doing that. If you do that, that's because A-Will said it. I don't give statements. I make bold ones. I don't rub shoulders. I give cold ones. A-Will said that. That was light, but that hit when in some transition you had.
He
How you gonna?
contradicted himself because early in the round he said
I know you're talking about too.
earlier he no he did contradict
I know you're
himself.
talking about.
I'm a mastermind at this. He said something about bumping rubbing shoulders with rich people and junk. He said that something about that, and then to go back and say something about he don't give bump shoulders, he give cold ones.
Yeah,
I thought that was like
I
I
remember
don't
that.
know. I
I was
mentioned that.
I was gonna write that down too. I remember. I do remember that too. That's
Yeah,
a
in the
good one.
beginning he had a shoulder line.
And it was like he was acting out too. How you gonna appreciate in this that took the breath from guys? Petrified. I got in this that say we won't never step in the church because he heard that they wanted us to testify. Let it fly. That was fire to me. That whole little setup, that was dope. The first line was the best part of me though. How you gonna preach to enemies that took the breath of God? That's fire. That's fire. He's screaming in rebuttal. Yeah, that's now rebuttal. Oh, yeah, he was like he's screaming now rebuttal that, rebuttal that. He was screaming at him now rebuttal that. And sure enough, he definitely rebuttal. He ain't rebuttal that, but he rebuttal something from it. You know he rebuttal something. It was like kind of trying to test him, like A-Ward won't rebuttal. Like A-Ward gonna find something in there that he gonna rebuttal. And I feel like it's the guy that rebuttal, they gonna find something. They gonna find something. I think that might have been it. Let me go back to the first. I think that's all the bars.
Bro.
No, I got one more. And A-Ward first. Actually, I got like all light lines. Where you say you only consider less popular trade goodwill or something like line. I like that the less popular trade. That was
What?
going whole. That was the lighter fluid. This a style clash. Fire trash. That was fire. What A was to that. Remember that? This a style clash. He was like fire trash. The signs and all that. That was dope. Cause the signs was tripping me out. I'm like, ARP is instigating out there. Crazy. What you say? They love dude. He said they love dude. He more relatable, but I'm capable. I mean, my just do. A-Ward said that. Let me say that again. He said they love dude. Some. He more relatable, but I'm capable. I mean, my just do. Like that was dope. I mean, my just do. I like that. That's a good point. But at the same time, it sounds like you bitter a little bit in that line. Like, I mean, like do what you gotta do. That you don't gotta talk about guns. You don't gotta talk about something you're not doing. But just keep having a bar that connect people.
I
So
want
you
to
don't
put
feel like
this.
you're just do.
When did you being Christian mean you can't carry a gun?
It's about when you use a gun, you're killing somebody. That's the point of it. That's the point. That's the whole point. So if somebody has a gun, and if a Christian that's most likely untrained, that the
The most
narrative,
fire Christian angle.
they gonna kill somebody.
The most fire Christian angle. If
When
I
you
was
don't have to
Christian,
kill people, shoot them in the leg.
like, man, I could still rap about a gun because I could rap about it just how you could come up here and rap about it. You ain't gonna use it either. Like,
But then again, but then again, it's like now they living by the gun too. You see what I'm saying? That if you want to get really technical when it comes to Christianity, because if you got it with you, that's not you really believing that you safe by the blood of Jesus. That's not you believing that.
no,
That's you feeling like these 380s gonna hold you down more than Jesus gonna hold you. So that's what he is though. That's
I
true.
just be then maybe it shouldn't be no room for Christian battle rappers. Maybe there should be choir battles or something. I don't
Why?
know.
But that what they quiet battles.
I don't know, man.
Y'all got one more line. No, two more lines. Dang, he said, "I'm committed to this ring. It's a marriage. It got a marriage fail. I like what it was. It's my last line right here.
Yo, hold on, random. So is it safe to say can a battle rap event be held in the house of the Lord?
No, because they cursing and stuff.
Why?
Because
Why?
technically the curses
No,
and the
like, how can you say
slurs.
that? Like it's like no, you cannot say that
But
because
that's what they
how
would
could they
say.
cross
That's what they
over?
would say.
How could they cross over and come to a battle rap event and rap how they rap or whatever, and then and it can't be done in the church?
But church believers all life and all my life and all their lives, they believe that they could go anywhere. They can put themselves anywhere and stay firm on what they believe in. And that's how they eventually spread it how they feel.
All
That's
right, so
exactly
they
how they
stand
reach.
firm in what they believe in.
Right.
They don't got nothing to do if they going to get somebody. They still sticking to what they sticking to.
They do though.
They just not on no Christian zone. They could. I feel like they can still battle somebody. I feel like they can still hold a battle event at a church.
The temple of God is supposed to be. It's a holy place, like a cathedral. They don't want. You don't bring. But I see what you're saying because they always say all the prostitutes, all the whores come in, right? They always say that. They want you to come as you are, right? They always say that, but at the same time, they don't want you up there just going crazy with your mouth and like and all that. They don't. That's honestly how they feel. They want you to come in as yourself. That way they can look at you, judge you. That's the truth. I ain't trying to say that bad, but so they could judge you, and then they could do what they do on you, and then
Religion is so judgmental and hypocritical, and like the most biggest form of control. Don't get me on religion.
But I'm just saying like that's the whole thing. I agree with that. It's just I know what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. It's just
I still reach, but I would like to see a battle event
in a church. I don't. They can mock it up.
Because you got a lot of Christian battle rappers. Like,
but then they
not
just do. No,
like,
actually, I was about to say, was it Smack Volume 7 outside of the church?
Let me break it down to you.
That was outside of the church.
It'll be dope to see somebody, the Christian faith, the battle like a woke rapper. like you know what I'm saying, that like that's in the streets, but he rap woke, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So so this wouldn't be a good battle scene, like a Lux, like not saying he would battle one of them Christian guys or whatever, but like Lux don't always talk about guns and all of that. I could see Lux battle one in the church and all of that because the way he raps is like almost in a preach, like how he like it's like he preaches, like you know what I'm
All
saying.
right. So what?
That's what
So
I'm saying. Like
and
it
then
ain't
that
gotta necessarily be
that's a
a
very good
hardcore
point.
gun. Like Tay
But
Rock can't rap in a church. I feel like Tay Rock can't come to a
but no
church
no no
event
no 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 hold on hold on hold
because he's
on.
the gum guard
Nah,
king, and
hold
that's
up.
all he basically gonna give you at a event.
Nah, hold up. Because you just said Lux and then whoever else he battled and they perform and they do what they supposed to do in there and it do crazy numbers. It reach the people. The whole thing just work out good. Tay Rock is gonna want to get in there. It's like the rooftop. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. If somebody do great on there, it's just like that. If it come off right and it come off well, if it's done right, they gonna want to get in there. That's money, right? So yeah, Tay
My
Rock is
fault,
definitely
yo.
gonna get
I
in
don't
there.
know where that came from, man. Headlining an event at a church. I don't know where that came. Just talking battle rap, you know. I don't
Hold
know
up.
where that came.
Last line. Last
I
line.
just feel like it wasn't a reach.
They they
He
they
had
say
this.
they say greatness is contagious, but on stage that statement don't apply because that statement don't apply to because you not. But as soon as you get close to someone ill, they're going viral. I like what A said that because I mean, it's kind of true though. But at the same time, A had he battled a lot of people, so I get the line and the viral and the contagious and all that. It was just dope line. I liked it. So yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know. I
dope.
just be feeling like Ill Will a dope ass. He really dope. Like you feel me? I just feel like he don't market himself like some of the other guys. That's all.
I agree. That go back to that time a few years ago where I had Elbow at number one. I had Elbow at number one, but way before I was even on Twitter and before we was on YouTube. We was on YouTube for like 8 months now. But way before that, I had Elbow number one. I had K. Sean right there, and it was K. Sean and Elbow, but I had Elbow above him, like 2017, and I had Saga right there. Saga was killing everything then, and then as soon as it got into 2019, that list still stayed the same. If not, if anything, Kayshawn became number one by then, and then 2020 was what 2020 was. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. You got anything else about the battle? Yo, who you
Nah,
had winning though?
that's
You ain't
my
say who you
guy.
had winning.
For pop ups or
Who you had
nothing.
winning though?
Who I had winning?
Yeah.
I had Ill Will winning.
All right, yo,
I know
y'all.
we ain't get our prediction video out and all that.
That was just in the beginning. Yeah, I forgot. I
I
remember
would
you
have
said
I
you
would
was
have
gonna
said
say.
that in the beginning. I had Ill Will, but
Yeah, before
like
this,
I
I
said in the
definitely had
beginning
it
of the
was.
video before I told y'all whatever. I just feel like A Will strong points was his rebuttals, but I just feel like Ill Will had a lot of more haymakers and strong points or whatever.
Not one of these battles on this card. I had a hard time picking who I thought was gonna win. Not one. And that don't mean that I thought it was gonna be bad battles. I just didn't have a hard time picking who I thought was gonna win. Not one of them.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, not
I
one
was
of them.
disappointed on one battle too.
Yeah, we
Like
gonna
I
get
had a
to that.
lot.
So let's
I
get
had
into
a
that
yeah.
one right now. What's say that? What is it? I know which one it is.
When
I'm
I
gonna
was getting
say
into
it. I'm
that,
gonna say it. It's Old Red and Jag. I know that's the one he's talking about.
no, it's not Red and
Oh, it
Jack.
ain't. I thought you were disappointed in Old Red. But all right,
It's
gonna
Big
say.
K and Clone.
All right, hold on. Let's end it right there. Y'all can let us know how y'all feeling. It's fit the culture. Y'all follow our campaign. We winning and following everything. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
we
We on
out here
everything.
moving, man. Hey, yo, shout
Facts.
out to you. You had 477 people on your Twitch the other night.
Oh, when
When
we
I was
go
beat,
listen to it
so
again, I
I
went and
was
talking to the
beating
chat.
the brakes on him in UFC. Like I do this fighting game,
No, you
bitch. Like
wasn't. No, you wasn't.
I was. I'm gonna tell you how it went down. You feel me? Because I don't cap, no captivity
You
over here.
capping right now. You
You
wasn't.
won
You ain't
three
beat me.
straight. I won five straight. Then
No,
you
you
won another
didn't. You thinking
two,
about head
and then I
busting or
won the
something.
last three. That's
You
how
did
it
not
went.
win
I'm
no
telling you.
5 rounds with
That's how.
me. You won two. I think you won two of them with me, and that's because I wasn't paying attention. You won like
Nah,
two. You won like two. You
nah,
never won no five in a row. You ain't win five in a row in months
nah.
on me.
I did win five in a row on you. What are you talking about?
Not that night. You
You
didn't.
like I'm mad that Twitch don't let you save stuff. So like you can't
Mine's
even
still up
feel.
there. It's still
You
up
have
there.
to be
It's
there.
still up there. It's still up. It's a 3.5 hour stream. But all right, hold up. We gotta end this.
How long was that?
All I do is hit 'em